continuing the investigation mean going to sleep. And then...
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted you.
This panel
Oops.
usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay, well you have to now.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes in the middle of the lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. Yeah, it's not going to work.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Break it.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens.
Push it real
A cold
good.
gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The
Okay.
spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Or we can jump it.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
You can pull the lever again.
Wait, what day is it?
Day 1.
Butter sign down. Okay.
If you press start, you can probably figure out.
It is Monday. They're not there, but they'll show up eventually. Pissing competition. Yeah. You can ask them about that. Hanging armor. They said they threw it in the shit. We'll get to that. Got a bad hangover. Replayer lost spool. Track down your badge.
Oh, can we add... Well, while we're here, we could probably see if there's any bulls in the pawn shop.
Oh, you want to see if we can buy anything from the pawn shop? Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, a little bit of money's worth a lot of bit of experience. I played Dark Souls, I know that.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
We'll come back to that in a second.
Wait, there's something with interfacing. You can put...
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
can...
that was electrochemistry on your new gloves.
I also have
Greetings
interfacing on
this
gloves.
fine
I think
night.
that you have them
What
on your
brings you
current
here?
Nope, they're half-light right now. But I can swap that out. I'm gonna wait till later to do that. It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
Oh, I get a bonus because he's tired as shit.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the
Okay.
movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon?
What? Global wobble?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has
Oh.
psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Oh, so it's...
They
Acid.
call me Mellow Yellow. Because I have jaundice. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around. Step closer. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Get straight to the point. So, where does the man get Pyrrolidon these days? Pyrrolidon sounds like one of those dinosaurs that scientists made up because deciphering fossils is hard.
yes, the Pyrrolidon, cousin to the Tetranodon.
Yeah, and it may or may not have feathers. I still don't know which is the case anymore, because I've heard both.
I mean, it's impossible.
How
to
would
tell.
I know?
I don't know. Well, it's not impossible, it's just really, really goddamn hard without a good clue. Pretty obvious you're under the influence, sir. No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory. Still, man, I'm a chill-out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Didn't mean to offend you. Drop the subject. You don't want drugs.
I'd say no judgment.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
Oh, fair enough.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Meaning he got addicted.
Oh, sure.
What is the people's pile, though? You can't just say these
Bad
things.
idea.
That's this whole game.
Four leftists built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned.
Sounds like a bad plan.
Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
So, failed.
They try to make like a nuclear reactor.
We have a nuclear reactor at home.
The nuclear reactor at home. It's just Chernobyl. Oi.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I know why it's called the People's Pile now.
Because there's a bunch of people in a big pile.
Yep.
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Alright.
No kidding.
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile,
Oh, okay. It's like a
Oh,
slang term for a generator. Okay.
I assumed it
an
was much
emergency
more.
valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
What'd you think it was?
I thought it was going to be more morbid, like dark humor, like a pile of people.
Oh.
Because the bodies keep
not.
piling up.
I don't know. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Oh, he was a first responder.
Oh.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Damn, that's heavy. He looks at the spiraling light and stops. How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Damn. Must have been tough.
there's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Man, fuck cancer. Whose fault was it that the generator failed? Well, it sounds like they didn't put enough money into it.
Or know how.
It's like most of the failures of those systems is just like a million redundancies, and that adds up.
Yep.
No one's. Everyone's.
Dies and shakes his head.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Less sad.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Did you give me some of that?
Have you tried it before?
Probably.
I ride the pyro every day.
Probably not.
Every day. You look the part. Here you go, man.
Thanks, dude. He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd looking.
Of course.
Sick.
You don't have to take it.
I got XP for that.
You don't have to take it now. Take it as a party drug at the end.
As a party favor?
Yeah, give it to Kim. He can chill out a little
Oh, right, I
bit.
can check my inventory during this. There's something I'd like to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Okay, so I guess I can sell stuff, but I can't buy stuff. Well, I can buy stuff, but it has to be from the other parts of the shop.
Gotcha.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to aid the investigation.
Yeah. I guess I'll just get over the fact that we won't have Kim commenting on this stuff. It'll be fine.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
True.
He
Fair.
doesn't know anything.
No.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
That's fair.
Damn it, Half-Light. Why are you so intense all the time?
Would you appreciate him if he wasn't?
You know what? That's fair. What if he was just, like, really nice, but he was also hyper-violent? He was just like a 4'10" pencil pusher
I've met people like that.
who's like, "Oh yes, sir. Oh, I was wandering down the street and I saw this most gratuitous 4-car pileup. There were bodies splayed about."
Wait, are you talking about Half-Light, or are you talking about the guy behind the glass?
I meant Half-Light.
Gotcha. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, that's all good.
Pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay, bye-bye. Drugs. +1 psyche.
-1.
Ooh.
3 uses.
I get 3 of them.
Hold on.
What if I take it right before I go to bed?
What? Let's read the whole description.
Yeah, sure. There we go. A pretty little puck-shaped cap of purple liquid that can bring on anything from hot flashes to military-grade psychosis.
Oh,
With sufficient tolerance, however, it can make any weather feel balmy, if only for a short or only for a while.
so it doesn't seem like this one has too many downsides.
Yeah. Why not, right?
I wouldn't take it now, though.
It's just free money. Well, why don't we can save, we'll take some, and then we'll sleep. And then if it still persists afterwards, we'll know that it's hot.
It does say temporarily, though.
It says for a while. I guess that would imply that it's only temporary. So maybe this is one of those things, it's just like alcohol and cigarettes where you use it, and then it gives you a buff for like an hour or a couple hours maybe.
Probably. Probably only use it when you need to do, like, a hard check.
Yeah, that's fair.
It says there's only 3 uses.
Right. I just like the idea of you just talking to somebody, you're like, oh, like in game, you're like, oh fuck, this is a psych check. Hang on a second, and you walk away, like, yeah, okay, I'm ready now.
I don't think you know. That is the strangest drinking noise I've ever heard.
No, it's like a inhalant, right?
No, it's a liquid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
I was trying to do
cough
like
syrup.
I was trying to do like a Wile E. Coyote noise, but the thing about Wile E. Coyote noises, or not Wile E. Coyote, what's the word?
Tasmanian
Tasmanian Devil, yeah. The only problem with Tasmanian Devil noises is you either have to go all in, or you don't make them at all. You can't half-ass a Tasmanian Devil noise.
That is true.
All right, let's pop a manual save.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
All right, against
The
my
sheets
better
look
judgment, let's tuck in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
You're gonna sleep in, aren't you?
Oh, what about that door that we could open for Everart?
We couldn't figure it out. Also, the kitchen was
I
closed.
could figure that out. No, I mean, we just gotta walk around, because we didn't explore the north path.
Oh, well, we can do that next time.
Alright.
And then sleep.
And then sleep.
then
But
sleep doesn't come.
Everart's not gonna give us our gun anyway. But I want to sleep. Why? Mood.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Actual mood. Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Oh no. I hate it when it's like this. Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The
Oh,
pillowcase smells oddly.
great.
nothing's worse than a lumpy pillow.
There's a couple
Smells
things
of
worse.
Alcohol and sweat. And grease.
Yeah, fair enough.
It barely covers your toes,
The blanket.
stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Uh-huh.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Oh boy. Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors Scenes and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Oh, this is like me every time I try to go in for a morning shift after staying up till like 3 in the morning every day.
Yeah.
Oof. Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with...
Where is it?
What
Where?
was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Sleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Now switching to sleep mode. Dispensing bus fare. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we getting a little wacky up in here.
Interesting. Oh.
Cool. Hey, look!
I like the
Who's-
disco ball.
Who's this handsome guy? Can I shoot him
Do
too?
you remember the scent of your childhood?
Damn, that is a fucking nightmare face.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at it. I think it looks great. Honestly, I want that portrait more than ours.
That's... yeah, fair enough.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
Yeah, that's...
You're not kidding.
That's metal as
anymore,
fuck.
Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is! I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who? I left. I was left. Who is this? Nosferatu.
What?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left?
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
You sort of have Kim.
I can get it all back. I don't want to come back. Yeah, I'm a superstar.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me.
Damn.
You failed Elysium.
Oh, he said the thing.
He said the name of the game.
Yeah, he
Among
said
Us.
failed. And we've been hanging out too much.
I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. What are you talking
Aw.
about?
No, we're selling the same fucking jokes. Oh, you know, sometimes it's that feeling where there's the one brain cell and everybody's collectively passing it around and then snorting it.
Yep. Best.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
You know, I'd say that this is a particularly, like, esoteric, like, dream sequence. But this is how he talks all the time.
Yeah.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Oh, maybe it was alligator skin. Alright.
Stinky
Or a
boy.
snake.
Stinky boy.
I'm stinky.
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere.
Jesus.
Burning furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
8,000?
Okay.
Okay.
You really dropped the ball, Harry.
Yeah.
4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. up.
I don't think that's fair. I probably fucked up a lot of them, but not 4.6 billion.
I don't know, man. This is what depression feels like.
What? Getting hung from a disco ball? That disco ball's not even spinning. My immersion's fucking shattered.
All
You're
spinning.
not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high
maybe it's not.
conductivity state
Oh, yeah, it
of
is.
yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve the case. My mind is tired and broken. Help me.
No, don't ask for help. No. If you're having issues, actually ask for help. But in this case, don't ask for help.
Why not?
Help is for wusses.
Yeah, don't be a pussy. You ever see that one where it's like, be a man. Like, when you're sick, don't go to the hospital. Die.
Oh, do the Steve Jobs thing.
Be a man. Oh, Jesus.
That was bad.
I'm trying to solve a case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you.
Oh.
This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some
Yeah.
kind of new type of hangover.
Still mood. God, there's another hangover? I gotta collect them all.
Go for it.
I got Hangimon.
Hang 'em on.
Oh yes,
Gotta hang 'em
party
on.
boy.
Oh,
and it's
Jesus.
worse than the one
Awful.
before.
Yeah.
Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
You know, all things considering,
He reminds me of Gollum.
a little bit. Considering how absolutely trashed we were when we woke up at the beginning of the game, it's actually really impressive that we were able to accomplish literally anything.
That's also true.
We've been giving Harry shit the whole game for, like, vicariously screwing everything up. But, like, I don't think most people in that circumstance would be able to move.
I mean, we have had some really, really good help. Cough, cough, Kim.
Sure, but I mean, like, physically. It contextualizes a little better when we miss punching that kid and shooting that corpse.
That's true.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Ooh,
It's
shit
been a
factory.
long time since I've heard that.
Willy Wonka and the shit factory. Come along to my factory of dreams, filled with shit. It's just all human shit.
No, I'm good.
Man, I look so cool.
And if by cool you mean, dead.
Yeah.
Hey, take a shower. Bath.
Eh?
Good going, buddy.
What? What was that?
You're not hungover.
No,
Uplifting.
I definitely am.
Rejuvenating.
So, are you just gonna torture me, like, all the time?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you
Yeah,
did last night.
What?
Yeah, that's fair.
What chick? You mean the chick next door that's gonna be the murderer?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What's up?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
What are you talking about? You've been like this, and you're a detective. You'll be fine.
No, it's not it. I'm actually fine.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
I'm clean.
Yeah, that's why I said
You're
you're
too
not
weak to say
hungover.
no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Best part of waking up is drugs. Wait, what is speed?
Got to go
I
fast.
am speed. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. I need to get more of it. Detecting is my life.
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday.
Ah,
despite
of
what
course.
you've been
That's why
taking
we were able to
over.
do it, because of
How
drugs.
else did you think you even got up from this floor?
That's fair. Wait, did I shoot myself up on the floor?
It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
You know what? Sure.
Of course. Martinez
It's just
is
another
speed
thing we could throw
central.
in our journal and
You
maybe
just
get
gotta
experience
poke
for.
around. Follow your nose.
Follow your nose for speed.
You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different.
Remember that old Cyanide and Happiness short, Speed Racist?
I do. Ew, I hate you. And then crashes into a tree.
I'm getting those vibes from this game.
I
right
do.
now.
I do definitely adore the quest markers in this game. Find Speed and Sniff It is an excellent task update. It reminds me of those really sarcastic ones from like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, where they just start dunking on you at some points. It was the best.
That's a pull.
That's my life.
Do you know how old Oblivion is nowadays?
Yes,
Very.
very. That's almost 20 years old now.
You're right. It might be 20 years old. When did it come out?
That was
on
like
the,
2006.
that was on the 360. Unless it was a release.
Hey,
Kim!
it's the thing.
John Carpenter's?
And also Wheelchair Lady.
She's back.
Fucking sick. Hey, Kim. Good morning.
Oh, he's running away from you.
Hey, Kim. I want to tell you about this dream I had last night. No, he's already with me. Oh, I was hoping I could
You
ditch.
can talk to him.
I was hoping I could ditch him.
Morning.
I mean, I wasn't hoping, but I was wondering if I could. Gives you a quick nod.
I've got some good news. I took
Uh-oh.
care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Oh.
I don't know if I was ready to let him go.
Well, he's in processing now. We have other matters to attend to.
Well, that's convenient.
I really hope Kim thinks you're just, messing around a little bit. Like, just being the funny guy instead of actually being an insano cop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what did you think I was doing? It's all just a big laugh.
I've known
the
you
union
for a
muscle finally
while.
turned up.
Yeah.
And they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
The muscle. I'm just a silly little guy is all I am.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information.
Mm-hmm.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union.
That
These
makes
men
sense.
here,
Mm-hmm.
men who drink beer for breakfast,
Nice.
there's talk of an armed wing of the union
Breakfast
called
of
the Hardy
Champions.
Boys, who are responsible
I mean,
for
that's
safe
pretty
policing.
common here.
I think it's them.
Really? What, do you drink beer for breakfast?
Define breakfast.
Before noon?
Before noon? Yes.
Oh,
Mostly because I go to sleep at 6 in the morning.
yeah, it's not the same. That's still night.
It is before noon.
Those are the people Gart told us about.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep.
Yeah, you slept
It's
for like,
them,
what,
by the looks
2
of it.
hours?
Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Because it was implying that he was going to drive away to processing with the corpse, drop it off, and then drive back. Which, strictly speaking, would have been unoptimal if we'd done it during the day. So it's good that we made him lose some sleep.
Sure.
Yeah.
One loose thread less to
Copium.
worry about,
Yeah.
and one big problem to replace it.
Deal point.
Okay.
Damn, we're making so much progress. That's crazy. There's so many of them. Oh, I noticed that we haven't gotten any thoughts, so it must only count when we're awake. There's so many of them.
I
Maybe we
didn't
should
think about
call
that.
in reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
That's fair.
Remember when I was saying before that there was going to be an event that would show up if we were fucking around too much to progress the plot? I think that's this event. It's right in your face, it's right there, and it's plot relevant. That's the, hey, the body's still up in the tree, so you can still kind of chuckle through it a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
So what you're saying is you're disposable, Kim. That's good to know.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
I'd like to say for the reference, I do like Kim. I just think it's funny to play a character who's very ambivalent around the fact.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
That's true.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
Oh god, that reaction speed image, I didn't even... That is the guy just shaking his head
It's
really
like,
fast.
I'm so fucking crazy.
Oh, that's what speed looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his name's literally Speed. His first name's Reaction. We were looking for him, right?
Shit, you right.
I'm so fucking nuts. Oh my god.
Christ.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They probably love it.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you.
Nice.
Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Yeah, they're gonna be in there drinking beer all day. Well, I guess they're not working, right? So I guess it might actually be the case. Hey, the drunk guy's still gone. So I guess that was only something you could do on day 1.
Alright, that's fine. Sans Undertale has glasses now?
He always did.
I don't know about that.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively pay my
Got
bill.
the 20 real. Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
That's what I was thinking. Hey, I can grab that knife. Weird they just appeared now. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced, you can see through them. Oof.
That means he knows what he's
It's a
doing.
nice cut. Well, then it means they're not gonna taste like anything.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, that's all the flavor, baby.
Maybe they're there for the color.
Is this another one of those situations where I should wait to spend that point? Considering we have 2 thoughts going on right now?
Oh shit, you right. What was that new thought you just got?
I didn't get a thought.
Didn't we?
No. Nope, no thoughts.
Oh, I thought we got one at the... Okay, my bad.
I could pump one of these things. But what to pump? I think let's hang on to this point for now.
Sure, until we hit a check.
Yeah, I think so. So that guy just got up. I guess there's just completely missable checks based on time.
It makes sense.
Wow, this really is Majora's Mask. But without the time looping. So I guess it's not really Majora's Mask at all. It's just a game with a timer.
We don't know if there's time looping.
That's true. Maybe he'll
We
come
do
back and pass out again, and then we can wake him up.
I mean, if you click the load save button, that's kind of time looping, right?
Yeah, but that's not canonical. Alright. What's up, lady?
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
What's up, Wheels?
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's
Kim.
fine, I understand.
What?
Kim has a
Thank you
phone in his
anyway.
car.
I'm glad to see you
I
again, dear.
mean, yeah.
You can help the old lady.
But what if she's like a drug lord who's using it to sell drugs?
I mean, I think Harry would be fine with that.
Yeah, but Kim wouldn't.
But Kim doesn't have to know.
What's up? Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Wow, these are both really polite. What's up with that?
She was super polite to you.
I know, but it's weird how we haven't had any, like, normal responses that are just these before.
It could be because you were hungover as fuck.
What's up, lady?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Really?
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast.
His phone's
Gary's
dead.
phone is dead too.
I mean,
Really? What's wrong with
they
the...
said that yesterday, didn't they?
Oh, was it already?
Yeah, I think so.
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why
Maybe
would
it's something
he
we
be
did.
vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Fair. Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Huh.
Damn, I hope one of those guys isn't hanging from that tree.
Is there a new body hanging from the tree?
Every day there's just one more body on that tree branch.
I mean,
Oh, that'd be wild.
it'd be really, really interesting.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? Sounds like more of a side thing. I need to get back to my main thing. Then I'll get back to this. Leave.
When have you ever cared about doing side?
For XP? I
Sorry-
told you before.
Sorry, when have you ever cared about not doing side thing?
Oh, yeah.
Is what I meant.
Like I said, it's all about that fat XPs, man.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Her portrait's hair color looks different than her model's hair color, and it bothers me. I got a stylist.
Probably the lighting.
Yeah, I suppose.
You have more important things to worry about.
She looks good. Like in the model, I mean.
Yeah.
So your husband's some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
A
right.
zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be
Oh.
more precise.
Oh, right, that's her title, the cryptozoologist's wife. Doy.
Oh, I somehow did not.
I guess that technically is a scientist, isn't it? It's not what I would normally think of when somebody says the word scientist, though.
Is it a scientist?
I mean, it's a study of something. By definition, that is science. Although it's definitely like more of a pseudoscience, right?
It's
You know what it is, right?
pseudoscience
Yeah,
that attempts to
what he
legitimize
said.
research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Yeah, exactly. He seems unimpressed, and I don't blame him.
Hey man, recently I was watching a video about whether or not you can taste sauces with your balls. And the prevailing theory in that video was not that that was an extremely stupid idea, but rather that the only difference between him fucking around and him doing a scientific endeavor is that every time he did it, he wrote something down. And apparently that's the only difference between a scientific experimentation and nothing.
I mean, you know what?
The fascinating video.
Valid. Sounds like a fucking frat party.
Kind of. There was nothing explicit, because they were doing it, like, they weren't doing it on camera or anything, but, like, they did show the after image. So the thumbnail is just like a bowl of ketchup with two giant marks in it.
So fucking stupid.
Oh, it's the worst. It's like actively like,
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
I will give her that much.
Like I said, pseudoscience. It's like astrological signs. Or
Horoscopes?
I was gonna say something that was a real science to make it inflammatory, but I couldn't think of anything in time. or gravity. There you go.
Gravity's technically still a theory for some reason.
It's not.
Or is it
even
relativity?
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
So what you're saying is it's a vulnerable weakness of hers.
My
Good to
apologies,
know.
ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's
Ooh.
a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Yeah, like the Loch Ness Monster or the Queen of England.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult
Another Ed, Edd and
and
Eddy joke.
often
Probably.
thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Yeah, it's crazy how little funding people are willing to throw at things that don't have reportable research or evidence about them.
The quote was Loch Ness Monster or North Dakota.
Right.
But I cannot remember for the life of me what that was.
I wasn't quoting anything.
Oh.
No, that was just me being fucking around.
Oh, sorry, that's a quote from some show that I don't remember.
No.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Tell me about moral. Looks like your character. Looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
That's a good place
Well,
to begin.
His expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Okay. How tall is he? Like, what color is his hair? Maybe a nationality, last thing he was wearing. Maybe something slightly more relevant, lady? Like, you know, like an ID? I'm like, oh, he had the spark of hope within his soul. I'm like, spark of hope within his soul is not going to help him if he's dead in a ditch. Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what do I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you. But
Okay, here we
with
go.
a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The Wild Stallions?
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Hey, I mean, if this is a missing person, this is relevant police investigation stuff.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how we wanted to create more crime so that we could solve it for money.
Wait, hold on.
One other thing, he'll
I mean, we
likely
didn't
have all
kidnap him.
kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Wait, this isn't relevant to the
Not
investigation.
the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. I
Okay.
hope I've been useful.
You didn't notice this about me, but actually, I've lost all memory of the world myself, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
You could say that. That is...
I thought I already did. Alright. Okay.
Surely things can't be that bad.
He frowns, looking you over.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh, that's nice. Things aren't bad. They're catastrophic. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. No, it's pretty bad.
You know where we are, right?
Yeah, in a tavern.
We're in the afterlife.
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Fucking yes.
We're in Revachol? On Insalute? I don't know, some seedy hotel? A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. Yeah.
Now.
She tilts her head and looks at you with maternal solicitude.
We are alive in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Oh, hostel. I thought you said hospital. I'm like, I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah, you'll be sorry if we're in the hospital. I'm gonna send you to the hospital that we're in. All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Honestly, I really don't know anything about Revachol. Okay.
So we're not in the 20s.
Yes. And Revachol?
It was cool.
The new. Disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Her eyes are filled with the light reflected off those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibility.
Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of...
We're approaching the end time.
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
That's a good line.
We're approaching the end time.
Perhaps, dear, perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
Alright.
She is perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse.
Oh, sick!
It must be the end times.
I mean, apparently a nuclear reactor blew up around here.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
See, I find it disingenuous to hide the fact that we're completely fucking nuts from Kim. I think it's more appropriate to continue to explain that we are laughably incompetent. It's
Fair.
disappointing, but it is genuine. It's a better way to build a foundation for a relationship than building it on lies. Plus, that kind of lie compounds very quickly, and it's very easily flipped over with enough time.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell that this is
Holy
taxing
shit.
for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Time to win some points, I think. Some kind of democracy, baby. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat. Something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Again with that, cop. We are living in the cop regime.
I doubt it.
Man, these are all great.
They really are.
Ah, fuck. Cop. We're living in the cop regime.
Actually, we are not.
Oh, nice.
You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol.
It's
Try
true.
One more time, officer. What
That's
mode
literally
of
the
government?
opposite. This place is actually explicitly not cop run. That was kind of the end conversation of that pawn shop guy.
Yeah, fair.
That was some good lore drop. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations. We're badass.
Oh no, nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own. Certainly no machines.
That's
Damn.
what the machines want you to think.
Damn, no robot waifus for us.
I don't know.
No copper
Still
strippers?
looks like
No.
there's a lot of hustling going on. Maybe she's wrong. Also,
If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. Yeah.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
If there's no government, how come there's no cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself.
Oh, there are cops,
There
excuse me.
aren't really any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Mm-hmm.
But
Makes sense.
we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person
I need
to
serious
explain the
mental
big
health.
things to anyone.
And
And
physical.
so does your character.
And emotional.
Sorry, that was rude.
And spiritual.